I've been working on my scratch built bane blade here, and one of the things that's been slowing me down is trying to come up with a means to do scratch built rivets. So for the last week I've been experimenting. I got all kinds of samples. This is probably about half of what I've been just grabbing scratch pieces of plastic card and coming up with something. But what I came up with in the end here was a combination of some things that I picked up online, and then actually overheard a conversation at a model railroad store. So anyway, let me show you the rivets here. So I just got done with these. This was the first time I tried this, and this little pile here only took me a couple minutes. As you can see, what you get is a little piece of plastic that looks exactly like a rivet should. And the rod that I used for that was 0.7 millimeter, and then here was some 0.9 millimeter. And the 0.9 actually works a little bit easier. And let me go ahead and show you what it looks like when it's installed. So this was just a scrap piece of plastic card, and I installed them on here, and I think they look pretty darn good. So let me show you exactly how to do this. I think you'll be impressed with how easy it is, and it'll be a huge time saver for you. So the first thing you're going to need, so we'll go ahead and do the 0.9. So you get some rod from Evergreen Plastic, and I got part number 220, and this is 0.035 inch or 0.88 millimeter. So it's close enough to 0.9 so that it fits perfectly in a mechanical pencil. The only thing I did to modify this pencil to make life a little easier myself was I drilled out the hole in the end here. And so all you do is you take the rod, you stick it in the pencil, and just get it started. So see how the rod will just come out the end of the pencil just like so. So we'll get it flush and get ready for the next step. And all you need is a candle. So you light the candle, and the only other tool to keep standing by is an X-Acto knife. And so I found with this pencil, if you do 2 clicks, the plastic rod will stick out a little bit, and then the better pencil to use is one that has all metal down here, because you're going to see we're going to actually melt the very tip of this. And so all I do is I hold it by come in from the side. If you come straight down at the flame, it doesn't work so well, and don't get too close because it'll actually light the plastic on fire. And so you just come in from the side, and I just try and melt it so it comes down about halfway. So about half the distance that was sticking out is melted. And then all I do is I give it another couple clicks and set it on the edge of your cutting mat and just pop it right off. And you'll have a perfect little rivet. And then just 2 more clicks. And you'll be able to crank these out pretty quick. Now the last tip that I've kind of figured out, and as I play with this more, I'll make probably another video with more official tutorial, but I thought this was just too cool. I had to let everybody know about it. Right after you melt it, you want to give it just a second and let that plastic cool, because if it's still hot and obviously you set it down on your cutting mat on the edge here, what will happen is it'll flatten out one of the sides of your rivet, and you'll have kind of a D-shaped rivet rather than a round rivet. And then to install these, all I did was I had a pin vise, and so I've marked on here where I want my holes, and so you just drill a couple holes, and I'm not sure what size drill bit this is. I think it's my 1 millimeter. And then the other thing with rivets that I ran into that was really frustrating was trying to keep that big puddle of glue from developing around the rivet. And so what I do is just grab a piece of scrap plastic card, put a drop of super glue on there, and get some tweezers, and then grab the rivet basically right underneath the head and dip it into the super glue, and it picks up just enough so that then when you slide it in, there's no glue that sticks out beyond the rivet, which has been a big problem, and I've been fighting with that for the last week. So just like that, you got 2 rivets installed. Very easy, and I think they look very, very good. So anyway, thanks for the time and subscribe, and again, I'll probably make a more formal tutorial, but just wanted to get this out there so everybody can start playing with this and give me your feedback on it. Thanks for watching.